Hi, my name is Andrea Ramirez. This is American Literature, Video Analysis, The American Dream. For this week's assignment, we've been asked to watch a movie called A Raisin in the Sun and complete a character analysis of one of the main characters. For this week's assignment, I've elected the character of Mama. And the reason why I did so was because Mama was a very strong, positive presence throughout the entire movie. She really stood out to me, and I wanted to share some information about her or complete my analysis on her. Mama was a widow who recently lost her husband and was soon to retire from her job of being a nanny after 40 years. Mama lived with her family in a small apartment. She had two children, one named Walter, who was married to Ruth, and they had a son, which is Mama's grandson, named Travis, and she also had a daughter named Benethia. Mama's dream was to provide a better life for her family, and that day would come soon when she received an insurance check, payout check of $10,000 from her late husband. Besides paying for Benithia's medical school tuition with the insurance check, she wasn't really sure what she would do with the remainder of the money, which became an obstacle for her amongst many others. She knew that her son was adamant about investing a check into a business, and that didn't go so well with Mama. She never agreed to that. Mama then finds out that Walter's wife Ruth is pregnant, and it becomes an added stress factor to Walter and the entire family. Mama saw it as a blessing, but Benethia did not agree, nor did Walter, because he really didn't have the space for it, and they weren't certain as to where the baby would sleep. Mama sees that Walter's not happy about the recent news, and it causes him to become estranged from not only his wife but also the entire family. When Walter becomes upset about it, Ruth decides to seek someone about possibly aborting the child. Mama finds out about it, and she's not happy, and she feels like her family's falling apart. So she decides to react proactively, or be proactive about it, should I say. She goes out and purchases a home because she feels like this is going to be something positive for the family. But it's also going to be something that she leaves behind for her grandson, Travis. Mama feels like she's made the best decision and that her dreams are finally coming to pass. But when Walter finds out, um, he's not happy about it, and he becomes upset, storms out of the house on a drinking binge. Mama couldn't understand why her children were becoming the people who they are and how the times have changed their way of thinking. This really weighed on Mama, so she felt like Walter had become a disgrace to the father's memory, and reminded Walter that, his father was also faced with obstacles and he struggled, but he never gave up. Mama continued to be positive, show love towards Walter, and she entrusted him with the money after putting the down payment on the home. She asked him to be sure to set some money aside for Benithia's tuition fund, and just leaves him at that. Well, shortly thereafter, she finds out, she's disappointed because she finds out that Walter had gone back to his original plan of investing in a business, only to be scammed and lose the entire money that the father had worked so hard for. She couldn't believe that her husband worked tirelessly to provide for the family day in and day out, while her son simply just gave the money away. She was really, really hurt, upset by it. And although Walter had made this huge mistake, um, she did not give up on him. She gave him the benefit of the doubt, and she allowed him to once again handle another situation that would affect the entire family. She saw him as a man of the house. Mama hoped that Walter would come to his senses and be an example to his son, which is her grandson Travis. This time, Walter did not disappoint. He did what she expected, which was to be the man of the house and follow in the father's footsteps. She was very proud of her son and who he came to be. The lesson that was learned through this all was that Mama's character was hopeful, persistent, patient, had willpower, and a lot of strength. Mama was very strong and powerful in this movie, and her presence was warm, caring, and loving. And she never gave up. She could have stepped away, but she didn't. She stuck through the entire way. And so I hope I completed this presentation according to the expectation. I hope you like it. Thank you.